Hello folks, welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. What should I say? What a wonderful chart, at least for me, or I hope for all of you. If you just checked my analysis yesterday, uh, almost we nailed it. I mean, 17K, I was expecting to maintain the price. 16.9 as the next station. We are close to that. In my opinion, we will bounce very soon because I would like to see a retest of 17.4 because we just went down, straight down, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. Usually I would like to see a bounce here, retest, and then I know we will go straight down. It's not happening. It's the same case like we had just to the upside. So I would be careful now, shorting here with high leverage. I would start to hedge if you don't want to close your short, so go long at the same time, because my expectations here would be to go up. I think we will maintain 17,200, 17K, so that tiny trading range. Everything depends a little bit of SPY, but SPY, the last thing I noticed is it seems we have there a gamma wallet 365. So I can imagine that next week we will go a little bit more down after we had, we will retrace and then go down. So make a retest of 390 and then go and look for new lows, or at least go and hitting the old lows, 365. And so my expectation would be similar to Bitcoin, just over the weekend, go up, maintain 70K or something. Depends, of course, how we will close the CME today. So we still have some hours front of us. I wouldn't expect nothing big anymore, but well, nice distribution. I mean, if we check what they did, we were here in that box for since end of November. We maintained there almost 2 weeks, and afterwards we had this front run, and now we are back. It was just a pump and dump as expected. Once again, it worked very well. So a nice trade. But yeah, in my opinion, still the situation is not tradable. So I will enjoy my Christmas without trading, to be honest. So let us check what the market is doing and what we can expect maybe over the weekend. Not sure if I'm going to provide tomorrow because it's my first vacation day. If I'm going to provide just a stream tomorrow, I will see. I will announce that. Maybe I feel absolutely. Maybe I can charge my energy, and I will do it. But at the moment, I wouldn't expect that. But I know that many of you like the stream. I like it too, to interact with you. But I have to prioritize a little bit. So if we check the wealth ratio 30 days moving average, it seems it bounced here, so I would expect to let it go up once again. If we check once again, for example, yesterday the wealth ratio lifted up. Just 2 days before we had 49, now we have 51. So it's still just too high. It's fine, not indicating at the moment we will see a flash crash or something, So, yeah. However, use, take profit, stop loss all the time. I'm not expecting a high volatility over the weekend, but we never know. They surprised us. As I like to say, like Forrest Gump, the weekends is like a candy box. You never know what candy you will have next in your hand. So, we'll just be careful. If we check what's happening here, well, let us zoom in and then we will notice that. every time when we have such lower ranges on the voice ratio 1 hour time frame, like here for example, like here for example, like here for example, usually means whales are not sending big amounts to centralized exchanges, and also means they want to see such a lift up, you know, like we had afterwards. And I would expect something, not sure if that was, for example, that part here, but it maintains below 80. And that means usually they want to let the price go up, even if it's not big, but it would match to my retest scenario. Just go up to retest, fail, and that's our confirmation we will go down. We will maintain 17K over the weekend maybe, and then next week we will go down even more. Of course, everything depends on SPY, on SPX, mainly on SPY, so we need to have more patience. You know, it's always a process, but also the Wales ratio 30 hours moving average is indicating, you know, we are still below 85. Even if we went up, we started, that was where here where the whole preparation was done, and afterwards it was just let the price go up to dump it, and that's what they did. They were very successful. So if you bought here, just maintain, because it doesn't make sense to make loss now. Just maintain that, and we will see what's going to happen here. So 70K at the moment is the key. Between 16.8 and 17K, it's at the moment the key, and we need to see what's going to happen next. Well, stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges still declining, cashing out, indicating not more capitals coming in at the moment. Stablecoin supply, well, it's, I don't know, it's just CryptoQuant. Still a big secret for me what this stablecoin supply is indicating. Yeah, that's it from here. Let us go to the next chapter. So, CryptoQuant, I really don't know what chart that is, but look there, that's a nice week. They went directly to 18,250. Wow. Well, if we disable first the stablecoins, it's interesting because if we check that, it's relatively high volume what we received. Relatively. If we check more out, we can see it's peanuts if we compare that to beginning of November or mid of October. But it's, you know, it's not compared to, for example, what we received end of November, for example, but it is a nice average but high volume what we are receiving at the moment. So if we check that, you can see just last hour 1,000 bitcoins, 300 just before, another 700 before. So we are receiving some thousand of bitcoins since midnight, and that explains very well why the sell pressure maintains very active. They are still distributing. They bought their way up, and as mentioned, just the lack of demand is still here. So it takes more time to sell off them. And that's a big problem, in my opinion. Of course, we are seeing also outflows, but yeah, I would say the net flow maintains positive, indicating we are receiving more than taking out from the centralized exchanges at the moment. If we check the stable coins, correlates once again with the distribution. So for example, we had here 200 million stablecoin inflows, but 400 million outflows. So indicating, you know, they dumped, cashing out. If we take a look here, we had 805 million inflows, but 744 million outflows. It's huge. It's really big. And here, 180 million outflow but 300 millions inflow, so indicating also for me, and that matches to my idea to have a little bounce just to retest that area of 17.3, 17.4, something like, you know, even if we retrace afterwards, but push up, retest, fail, and then we have our confirmation to go down. If we maintain that level, okay, we need to see then what's going to happen. We trade day by day. We don't try to forecast 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because it's really extremely difficult under the current situation. We have a delay, it seems here. Yeah, we have a delay in the data of CryptoQuant at the moment, but we are done here. So once again, I think if you are not trading with high leverage, it could be a very nice swing trade. So hedge with the long, and as soon as we are up and retest, maybe just close the long, you take profit. If you see, and I wouldn't make this in a weekend, to be honest. Only if we make in the weekend the retest, for example, that could be useful. If we fail, so if we close the session, the CME session below 17K, and we go up to 17.3 to retest, of course, you can make with a leverage of 15 a nice gain with a long while you maintain your short. Okay, just in case. Otherwise, close your short. You can swing, trade the swing, and first of all, just make it, I don't know, leverage 10 to 15 with a low, a small order, long order, and then take profit afterwards and start a new short or something. If we check now the future market, what's doing here? As you see, we were demanding more longs all the time. Right now it's declining, indicating we are demanding more shorts at the moment. Open interest declining, leverage ratio declined, it's lifting up. So nothing big happening here. Also related to stable coins and bitcoins, related to derivative exchanges. I'm sorry, sometimes I need to rethink what I'm going to say because I'm really tired. So yeah, I don't see anything here that looks extremely bullish, but also at the moment nothing that looks extremely bearish. So if we check here, someone sent 45 million stablecoins to derivative exchanges, but a cash out of 300 millions. Could be an indication that they are taking out money, closing positions, because it correlates with the open interest as well. I don't see here any big cash out, so it seems they liquidated some longs here, but at least here it correlates, indicating they are closing positions, taking profit with their short. So as mentioned, it would match to the scenario I have in mind. If we check bitcoins, 2000 bitcoins was the max we had this morning related to derivative exchanges. 3000 bitcoins outflow from derivative exchanges 1 hour later. So nothing big, but they are cashing out more than sending to derivative exchanges at the moment. So let us see what happened yesterday. They started to liquidate longs, 870 bitcoins. As you see, that was the beginning of our dump. So if we see that if we check the 1 hour time frame, yeah. So we can see they liquidated the most, as mentioned yesterday. When we leave 17.4, they would start to liquidate those, and they liquidated almost 700 bitcoins in longs. So if we compare that, they liquidated here 1000 in shorts, and they liquidated here 600, 700 in longs, while they started to liquidate some here as well. So 500 here and 70 here, so nothing big, but Not sure if they are completely done. That's something we need to check. But yeah, I think for Friday we are almost done. Maybe we'll go a little bit more up, and that's it. If we check the open interest, we can see the open interest not recovering, so maintaining that low level. Leverage ratio, even if it went up, the channel is looking like downward trend, and the funding rate was, of course, was indicating demanding more shorts, but even if we went down, they are still demanding more longs, it seems. So we need to see. If we check Binance, on Binance it looks a little bit different. So that's, if we zoom out, open interest declined, leverage ratio declined, open interest declined, leverage ratio declined, funding rate maintains. So here nothing big to see, absolutely nothing big to see. And yeah, we need to see what's going to happen next. But Binance correlates very well to the other charts. Blockchain whispers, yeah, wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's crazy. That makes me a little bit more bearish now. We have 63 to 37%, so long short ratio, indicating the most of you are longing and a lot closed shorts, taking profit. That's something that's surprising me a little bit, but looks very similar to Ethereum, 64 to 36. So push up a little bit and then go down. Yeah, weird match. We need to see. On Bitfinex, they are still closing more shorts. So that's the trend at the moment, it seems. Let us check the Kingfisher, what the Kingfisher is doing. I need to spin. Give me a blue, Kingfisher. Give me a blue. Let's go. Oh no. So let us see if it's giving me the blue one. The endless spin. It doesn't stop anymore. Okay, that's great. I think I need to close it. What the hell is that? Okay. I got you. I got you. I don't know, but it seems once again the Kingfisher is not doing what it should do. It's loading now. No, okay. Let us try again. Otherwise I need to break the session. It's not stopping. Oh my god, Kingfisher. You are at the moment the biggest pain in my ash. So, at least please show me the chart. Oh my god. No, once again, it seems the Kingfisher is not working. I don't know if you guys are paying for the Kingfisher. Do you have the same problems? Because it happens very, very often. So we can't see the Kingfisher. Okay, yeah, I received an arrow, getaway arrow. So they really have problems. Okay, we are done here. So we have put concentration here, and the biggest call concentration is just here. So let us see. So we can say that, yeah, the magnet is 17.5. So indicating that we should revisit 17.4. As mentioned, it would make sense because that gives us the opportunity just to retest our breakout. It should fail because it's at the same time a big resistance. So just go up, fail, go down, hitting 16,500. That's how it looks right now. If we break 16.5, the next step is 15.5. So we are still on track because that's what I would expect, to visit our support area at 15.5. You remember 15.6? That's where my box is. So yeah, I would like to see that, to be honest. If we check GEX, now it was very positive. One extreme, usually the market starts to make the opposite. And now if we check that, we see now we are in the middle. Minus 8,000 means we are, yeah, almost negative, but it's in the middle. It's not an extreme, so it gives us enough space to go up, but also to go down more. So I don't know if we will visit now 16.5 first and then go up to 17.5, something I really wouldn't expect at the moment. I think we will go up first to retest that area of 17.3, 17.4, fail, then go down. But we need to see how volatile this weekend is going to be. If we check now, wow, bull call spread. Oh wow, what's happening? Bullish, bullish, bullish. Okay, that's big. Let us check the first four. That's huge. That's big. That's less big. So everything above of 1,000. But this one, bull call spread, that's huge. Wow. Let us check the bull call spread. So wow. That's really big. My God. Okay, that's everything for next year, but that's wow. That's really really big. As you're noticing, I'm relatively yeah, shocked. However, bull call spread, bullish strategy, where the option trader is expecting a gradual price rise. So not a sharp one, but usually if we check that, they are expecting to see until end of March 2023 a price above of 24k. And something that nobody is mentioning anymore, that was Protos that mentioned once that, I think it was Protos, that miners are using option trading to make money. So in such case, maybe, because it's really big, notional 90 millions, it's really big, it's surprising me a little bit. However, they are expecting to see a price above of 26,000 until end of March of next year. Yeah, 24 or 26,000, hitting 38, for example, hitting 40k. That's new. That's completely new, and they started to. That started yesterday to place these positions, and even today they placed one, exactly the same. And it seems it's one and the same person, in entity, whatever, because it's always the same strike. And that's really surprising me a little bit. But nice to know. So they are expecting for next year to go up. Okay, let us take it as it is and see if that's going to play out. Bull diagonal spread with calls. So here we can see that's also everything for next year. That's the biggest trade. So they are expecting to see. That's really strange, because this one is how it should look like. So they are expecting to see until end of June a price hitting 21k. Here they sold calls 34K for with an expiry end of March. So it's exactly the opposite. Instead of end of March C25K hitting 34, it says 34 hitting 25, but it doesn't make sense because it's a bull diagonal spread. That's irritating me right now a little bit. That's really irritating me. However, it's bullish, so they are expecting to see a price hitting 25K. And it matches very well to the bull call spread. So one entity, it seems, one person or several persons are expecting a very bullish first 3 months of the next year. Very interesting. Why not? Let us go forward. Unfortunately, nothing for this month. Bull put spread, also bullish. Bull put spread. Okay, that's the biggest one here. So for example, these guys here are expecting to see a price above of 17K until end of December. Same here, same here. These guys here until, okay, that's not that bullish, but it's, you know, it's so small in volume premium. The biggest one is this here, and indicating that these guys are expecting to see a price up above of 70K until end of the month in 2 weeks. Yeah, I think that's possible even before. And last but not least, short strangle. So if we check the short strangle, that's usually a trade where the trader is expecting just a relative flat price action, so nothing big. Oh, I see that Bitcoin went more down below 16.8, so maybe we will do 16.5 before we go up again. I wasn't expecting that. So if we check that, they are expecting a price between 14 and 20 in January. 14 and 20, 14 and 20, 14 and 20, 14, 19 until end of the month. But that's not big. If we check what will be the biggest one is this year, and once again it seems one entity is placing very bullish option trades, indicating we should go hitting 25, 26,000 until end of March, beginning with January. But as we have puts 14K here as well, maybe we will go down much more than I thought in the beginning. So, well, I have said it's possible to see 14K as a potential, spring, if we talk in Wyckoff language, and then go up. So it's possible. It's absolutely possible. We need to see what's going to happen here. So yeah, we are done. Let us go to the next chapter. So let us see who is driving the market right now. As usual, Bitcoin, USDT pair on Binance, spot CBD, aggregated CBD, Bitcoin collateral futures CBD, and stablecoin futures CBD. So yeah, if we check that, we can see that Binance market traders are still distributing and correlates very well to the aggregated one and even to the stablecoin and Bitcoin collateral futures, much more to the Bitcoin collateral futures. Maybe that explains why they started to take out their Bitcoins from derivative exchanges, indicating they are done. So it's possible. Let us go forward. Bitfinex. Yeah, Bitfinex market traders looks a little bit not that smart as expected. So to buy here to sell lower, to buy here to sell lower once again. But of course, I mean, they started to buy December 11th. and it's not big, but they didn't distribute all. So the question is if they are going to distribute more. That's a big question. I can't say that yet, but it doesn't look that bearish on Bitfinex. If we check now Kraken, should look similar, to Bitfinex, because both are working hand in hand. So it looks very similar. Also here, purchased here, sold even lower. And doing exactly the same like Bitfinex, because Kraken is mainly driven by Bitfinex money. If we check, for example, Bybit doing almost the same like, for example, Binance. Also very interesting market trader, selling. If we go forward, that's Coinbase, and Coinbase, of course, doing a nice job. They bought the dip and distributing. So they started to distribute here. And if we check that, that's almost 2,800 Bitcoins later. So they distributed 2,800 Bitcoins more than they bought. If we check here, we are on Bitstamp, and Bitstamp not even indicating any big distribution. So market traders still maintaining relatively high. They are extremely bullish. If we check, for example, Gimini had, I have noticed, was almost 7 hours off. And if we check that, they are just pushing up. So buying the dip or whatever, but not selling at all. Let us go and check what the entities are doing. So retailers, of course, buying or at least increasing their balances. These guys here increasing their balances. These guys here increasing their balances. These guys here reducing balances at the moment. They like to make so quick trades just to buy the dip, sell higher, but at the moment I don't know if that works like they expected. Market maker entities, they were at 4,600,000 and now they have 20,000 more. Nothing big at all. So let us refresh the fund flow of the market maker entities, because it's indicating we are coming to an end. They are still distributing, but nothing big. So 700, almost 800 Bitcoins here, another 500 Bitcoins here, another 100 Bitcoins here. So, that's why we did another leg to the downside. That's something they love to do before we go a little bit more up. Just to make clear, if you ask, is Inspo bullish again? Only short term. Only really short term. I'm just expecting a retest and a confirmation that our breakout is solid. If we don't do it, it's a trap, like we had in the opposite direction. Just to make it clear, I'm still bearish. I'm really, at the moment, the only thing that looks bullish at the moment is for next year, based on option trading. But we had in the last few weeks a lot of bearish option trades for next year as well. So we need to be careful and just really, be calm and have patience. So also Bitcoins are reducing their reserves on centralized exchanges. Market activity looks creepy. Miners selling a little bit more, but nothing big. And even here, for example, once again, look, that's always the same. Centralized exchanges declining. While if we check, wow, it reduces a little bit here and it starts to push up once again. So what does that mean? OTCs started here to have a bigger activity. It correlates with the price because they started to sell and sold all the time. Then it seems it stopped, and that looks very interesting because the last bigger activity was here, and then we dumped. Then we started to lift up, and they started to lift up with its activity, and we dumped more. So for me, that's a confirmation that the OTCs are selling all the time, and market maker entities love to use this multi-channel futures, centralized exchanges, but also OTC. So while centralized exchanges were the main driver of the push up, and we just had here a peak where we are noticing OTCs were selling, then here once again, then here once again, then here once again. So every time when we are dumping or selling hard, OTCs are very active. On the other side, only if we go up, centralized exchanges are active. So that's what's happening. It seems that market maker entities are buying. Maybe that explains the increase of 20,000 bitcoins to push up, and then they use OTCs to sell the tops and so on and so forth. I don't know, but it seems, I guess, I can't prove that, but in my opinion, they are making the big money with futures. They are using spot to support their futures trading, futures and maybe even options. So we are also done here. We can make and take a look here, but yeah, that's like expected. It's not clear if they are buying the dip that big. I don't think so. It looks like people are still taking out their bitcoins from centralized exchanges like Gemini. Gemini was 7 hours off. Like Binance, and so on and so forth. So let us go and check more. We can see the net flow, and yeah, it's not that huge, below 1,000, but at the moment indicating where we are going down. As mentioned, I don't know if that's it's because of a potential bank run. If it's still happening, I can't tell you that. But at least, we can see that here we had this bigger inflow, and afterwards the price went up to decline more. And while we had here the peak of our bank run, and so usually I was expecting to see more red bars here, to be honest, while we are going up, but didn't happen. So only the price action confirmed it. That's it. Let us go forward. So Coinbase selling. They triggered a buy order here at 69. Right now, it seems that passive orders are absorbing at 16.7 and a little bit above some bitcoins. While we have at 16.5 the first next wall. So it would indicate to me that these guys are almost done here as well, and for this week. However, I don't see huge liquidity coming to lower ranges. They reduce, then they introduce more, but also here, for example, but nothing big happening at the moment on Coinbase. Deribit, they are shorting more, triggered here longs at 17k 16.9, and right now also here waiting shorts, while here waiting longs, but nothing big, absolutely nothing big. They removed even at 15.5, for example, the long positions here, and the next walls would be at 13.7. Bitstamp spot waiting at the moment, it seems at 16.5, otherwise it's 16. Reinforced here at 15.4, They had a big sandwich here still active, but that's it. To the upside, nothing. The next wall would be at 18.7. Binance. Well, Binance here, as you can see, we have more volume here than here, and they are here waiting at 16.5. So it's possible that we go to 16.5. I don't know. I mean, the biggest wall will be at 16K here, so even possible that we go to 16K, but I don't think. I mean, just to be honest, we have the main pockets at 17K, so it's, you know, we maintained there a little bit, and they are just looking for liquidity. That's the big issue I see. We have, it seems, more liquidity on SPY, SPX, but it's, you know, that's the big problem I see here, and that's an indicator of lack of demand. However, they triggered the buy order at 16.8 and also here at 70K. The next one would be at 16.5. That's it. If we check, yeah, at the moment they reduced even here liquidity at 13.5, 15.5, and shifted a little bit higher. While they still have here 85 sell orders at 99, for example. So the next bigger sell order would be here at 17.5, where we should go up to retest that area. But if we are not going to do that, I'm not convinced that we will go and, you know, retest our support area at 15.6, because I'm really a fan. Maybe I'm too German, but I'm a fan to see something so clear trades. You know, if I don't see the support and the retest of the breakout, for me, it's nonsense. It's not solid. Bitfinex Spot. Bitfinex Spot, we have a wall here at 16.7, so 16.600. Also here it seems, I mean, they are spoofing a lot. We also see they are waiting here. Well, you see flash, flash, flash. I would say this wall at 16.7 looks solid, and even at 16.5. Otherwise, it's 16.1, and you know, otherwise we have here at 15.7. Yeah, 15.7. To the upside, I'm not sure if that's spoofing or it looks they are waiting. No, they are not waiting. It's pure spoofing here. Here they are waiting at 17.4. Not big, 54 bitcoins, but that at least it's in a level where I would wait. You know, where we need to go up to retest and confirm our breakout. OKEX Spot, nothing. Kraken Spot triggered several buy orders, absorbing here, yeah, but nothing happening. We're still here at 18K. Otherwise, I don't see another wall, to be honest, to the upside. Yeah, and we are, you know, at 17K is our main POC, so we are below. In my opinion, that's at the moment a trap. We will go up. Bitget. Nothing. BitMEX. Waiting at 15.7, 15.6. Otherwise at 17.8. Binance Futures. Yeah, I can imagine extremely, you know, they are here triggering longs. If we check until here, we have almost 3,000 bitcoins more waiting for longs than shorts, in a range between 16.2 and 17.3. But also here it's 17.2. Yeah, 17.2 waiting between 17.2 and 17.3. That's the area would expect a retest. So a lot of liquidity waiting for longs, less shorts. on the table. Bitfinex derivatives, they remove the wall here. Also here we see more volume. Let us check. Yeah, more longs waiting than shorts. Not huge, just a gap of 10, 15 bitcoins. Kraken futures, nothing. OKEX futures, wow. Okay, we have a wall at 17.1. At 71 we have, wow, 15,000 bitcoins or dollars. Oh no, it's US dollar. $15,000 at 17.5, another at 17.6, another at 17.7. Just that's algo trading. I'm sorry. So the only solid one is here. It's at 17.1, and they removed even at 15.6. And then we have OKEX swap, where we still have those 1,600 bitcoins at 16.3, 16.4. That's it. So let us go to the next chapter, my personal conclusion. So, my personal conclusion. Well, first of all, we still have this trend line. Now, this trend line is out of scope at the moment. Many will think that, but I don't think that. I think it plays a role, still plays a role. We are right now, you see the box here, and you can see that we are maintaining that box. And I don't think we will have a bigger breakout, because otherwise we will go directly to 16,300. At the moment, I don't think that's going to happen. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Because we also have a POC here, where we are. And, you know, that's our main POC, even a little bit higher. So we have a big POC at 17K, and another one at 17,150 or something. The problem I have here is we tried to break out, and, you know, here, and we failed. So we went up. Afterwards, we had our breakout, but we didn't do the retest. I would expect retest, fail, solid, go down. And I know all in short, but it's not the case. Until I don't see that we are going to retest that area, even if we went down, I would expect such kind of move, wait, if we got rejected, maybe maintain, and then, you know, go down, retest, fail, and down. That's what I need. Otherwise, it's nothing. It's peanuts. It's dust and smoke. It's nothing, absolutely nothing. Because that's what we did just before. And you know, it was dust and smoke. So I need that. If we are not going to do it, I would be careful. I would be really careful. I know many would say it looks extremely bearish. Yeah, indeed, it leaks. The price action looks extremely bearish, not aggressive. They are just distributing. That's the only thing they are doing. And if we break that area here at 16.8, we will go directly, in my opinion, of course, at 16.5. We will maintain there a little bit because we have another POC here, but then we will go to 16,300. I need the retest. So in my opinion, we will go up, back again, hitting, you know, 16,300. I would expect that area here. So to go up and then to go down once again when we failed maybe twice, and then yeah, I'm done and we can go even lower. But at the moment it's not happening. So I don't like that. Not yet. We had our break with our retest, and that's like, yeah, like they did here. It's exactly the same, just the opposite. without retest, they went up. And then you remember what I said. Oh, I hope if they go down, retest, we fail, and we go up, then I'm fine. They didn't. And I said, okay, that's not going to end bullish. And that's what's happening. It's not ending, it didn't end bullish. And this one, it's not going to end bearish if we don't have a solid retest and confirmation of our breakout. So I can imagine maintain that level here and then go up, retest, and maybe even more up. That's something we need to see. But, you know, trade the market, don't trade your beers. I'm at the moment a little bit neutral. I'm not bearish just because of the price action. I need the retest and the confirmation. Otherwise, I'm not trading, so I don't care. But, you know, it looks like we want to break the 16.8. And that would send us directly to the 16.5. Maintain there a little bit, go more to 16.3. Something I can't expect yet. We will see. Big love. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was interesting for you. Take care. Trade careful. And we will see if we see us tomorrow in the stream. I will announce that in case of, but I am really so tired. I need to rest first. Big love. Your Inspo. See you at least, well, maybe tomorrow, otherwise Monday. Bye.